in Dallas, or actually Arlington, Texas, so I don't get in trouble with the locals, over Pittsburgh. A proud franchise continuing to find ways to get to the big game.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit. And
thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, I think this one won a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Love from the gun. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Ready.
Now the fourth-year man from BC, it's A.J. Dillon. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready?
Now a second down throw for Love here. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
And Jones going to have a Packers first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Love. He'll find Jones again, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ready.
Love now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang.
I think that's how this defense... These tight ends, again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Again, it's Love. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Not the start to this ball game he had hoped for. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. The good news is this ball game is still scoreless, so let's start all over here. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Okay, ready?
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Anders Carlson now for the point after.
Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks him, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Following the interception, Love.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Got it.
Love now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Love escaping the pressure right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Doubs.
33 yards.
And the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Now they're a little further behind the 8-ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10.
Will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Love. Flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list them. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Inside the 20. And into the... Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Carlson on for the extra point.
So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And out come the Chiefs now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On play action, it's Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. And, Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 24.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy, crazy, crazy risk. Yeah, I'm giving you 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come out, line up, and decide to go for it there, you figure there's no way we're giving this one up. We're going to turn the ball over for our own offense and get some points out of it.
And they did the first part of that. Now they'll be looking to add those points with great field position. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Set.
They'll set up a throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quay Walker. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. First down, going to the air with Love. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. Final play of the half, Love. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've arrived at halftime here at Super Bowl 57. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled with catches as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. We're good. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got a first and maybe more.
A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now Mahomes able to get that complete to Tony.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney
From 21 yards away.
And the Chiefs are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And now they're in the hurry-up. Love.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes it down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Ready.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. And how about that for getting what you need? It's a gain of 9 there on 4th and 8.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An inside give to Jones. And that one blown up quickly.
as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
To throw now. Here's Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be out of to get it up past the 45. And they
LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
on 1st down, Mahomes.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Yellow.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Come on, set.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready?
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still third down. Ready?
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still third down. Here we go.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take
Still
your
third
time
down.
and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Let's go.
The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing, Love. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
He'll find DeGuara complete.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. They can't stop it. Hey, let's go!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he... out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 61 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Encroachment defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Okay,
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down in the 20-yard line.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final 1st down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Go to the play action, see if you can sneak your tight end out there and find him open in the end zone.
And just defensively, they weren't fooled and able to bat it away. On 3rd down, here's Jones.